trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Corey Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. We talked about the Phillies, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A dump off for Mason. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first point. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force them
that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing turns it over to the offense with confidence and then take it downfield and score.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. About the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to pass, Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goal. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Those are the kind of drives that you look on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. And he will not be through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the foot up and pulled it in. Excellent.
10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Mason. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on their lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, sometimes that first movement can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack.
And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Bradley just doing what he does best, getting that sack. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Hill to return it.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. Pass resulted in the touchdown. Play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Open man here is Conklin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Steps in, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Mason.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got Mason complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run the counter. Mason. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And second down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. There's Hall bringing in another one. Gets around him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Miami set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Mason, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now again, right side. Mason, he'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Finding space at the 40. Still going. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The offense has to love that because that was just a dunk down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
has a man. It's complete to Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 28 yards. And the Jets have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3-quarter right now. Anything close trying to set this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. A little under 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, he was starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they were around 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? Do you want the field goal to be the last resort? In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs.